So you did it. You scripted it, you shot it, you spent hours editing, and now you've got a video you're seriously proud of. All that creative work is done. Phew. But now comes that final, super important step, actually sharing it with the world. All right, let's dive right into the YouTube upload process. This is the bridge that takes you from that finished file all the way to your very first view. Here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the basics, just getting your video online. Then we'll dive into crafting that all-important first impression. After that, we'll get everything organized, add some cool on-screen elements, and finish up with a final pre-published checklist to make sure everything's perfect.
Right? That's the big question. That beautiful video file sitting on your computer has so much potential, but it's not going to do anyone any good just hiding there. So let's get it out into the world and in front of an audience. And you know what? It all starts with just a few simple clicks.
Okay, first things first. We have to get your video from your computer into YouTube's system. Honestly, this is the most straightforward part of the whole process, so let's just jump in and get it done. It really is this easy. Once you're in your YouTube studio, just look for that Create button. It's usually a little camera icon with a plus sign, right up in the top corner. Give that a click, choose Upload Videos, and then just find your file. Boom, that's it. The upload has officially started. And hey, here's a little pro tip for all you creators who like to work in batches. If you've got a whole series ready, or just a backlog of content, you do not have to do this one by one by one. You can actually select and upload up to 15 videos at the same time. It is a massive time saver. Okay, so once your video is uploaded, you're going to see that little processing message. And if it seems to be taking forever, don't panic. All that means is that YouTube is working its magic, converting your file into a bunch of different qualities, so it'll play perfectly on a phone, a laptop, you name it. A giant 4K video is going to take a lot longer than a short standard def one, especially if you're uploading when everybody else on the planet is too. All right, while the video is uploading in the background, we get to the really strategic part. I call this the big three: your title, your description, and your thumbnail. And listen, this isn't just about filling in some boxes. This is your marketing. This is what's going to make someone stop scrolling and click on your video instead of the 10 others just like it. Just look at the difference here. Video about GST. I mean, come on, nobody's searching for that, and it tells you nothing. But the other one, GST Return Filing 2026, GSTR1 Step-by-Step Guide for Online Sellers. Wow, now that's a title. It's specific, it's searchable, and it makes a promise to the viewer that you're about to solve their exact problem. Your description box is another secret weapon. You got to make those first couple of lines really count, because that's what shows up in search results. Make it a punchy summary of the video. Then, below that, throw in links to your socials, to resources you mentioned, and please use timestamps. They create these handy little chapter markers, which makes it super easy for viewers to skip to what they need. YouTube absolutely loves that. Let this one really sink in, okay? Your thumbnail is probably the single most important advertisement for your video. It's the billboard on the YouTube highway. A bright, clear, easy-to-read thumbnail can literally be the difference between getting 100 views and getting 100,000 views. It's that crucial. So we've grabbed their attention with a killer title and thumbnail. Awesome. Now we need to do a little organizing behind the scenes. These next few settings are all about helping both your audience and, just as importantly, the YouTube algorithm know exactly what your video is all about. Playlists. Oh man, playlists are one of your best friends for getting more watch time. When you group similar videos together, you're basically tapping the viewer on the shoulder and saying, hey, since you like this, you're probably going to love this other thing I made. It makes it so easy for them to just keep watching your stuff.
Okay, everybody listen up, because this one is non-negotiable. You are legally required by law to tell YouTube if your content is specifically made for kids. We're not talking about if a kid might watch it. We're talking about if kids are your main intended audience. You have to be honest here. Getting this wrong can have some pretty serious consequences.
And two other quick settings to be aware of. If your video has any kind of paid promotion or sponsorship, you have to check that box. It's all about transparency. And then there are tags. Now, tags used to be a huge deal, but these days their role is a lot smaller. The algorithm cares way more about your title and description. Still, it doesn't hurt to add a few really specific tags just to give YouTube a little extra context.
All right, now for the fun stuff. We get to add cool, interactive, clickable things right on top of our video. These are amazing tools for keeping people watching and sending them exactly where you want them to go next.
First up, we've got cards.
Think of these as little pop-up notifications that you can time to appear at the perfect moment. So let's say you're talking about a specific topic and you happen to have another video that goes deeper, you can have a card pop up right at that moment, linking them straight to it. Super useful.
And then you've got the end screen. This is your grand finale. It's a special screen that appears in the last 5 to 20 seconds of your video. This is your chance to give the viewer a clear call to action. You can add a link to another video, a whole playlist, and of course, a big, beautiful subscribe button. You're telling them exactly what to do next, instead of just letting them wander off.
So the strategy is all about timing, right? You use cards for those timely, relevant suggestions while the video is still playing, and you use the end screen for that final, hey, what's next moment, to keep them locked into your channel after the content is over.
We are so close. We're on the home stretch now. The video is uploaded, all the details are filled out, the interactive bits are in place. This is just the final pre-flight check before we hit that big, beautiful publish button. So, as you click over to this final tab, something is happening in the background. YouTube's automated system, which is called Content ID, is scanning every second of your video. It's looking for any copyrighted stuff like music or movie clips you might have used. If it finds anything, it'll tell you right here, which is great because it gives you a chance to fix it before you go public.
Now you have to choose your visibility. Public is pretty obvious. It's live for the whole world to see. Unlisted is like a secret link. The video won't show up in search, and only people you give the link to can watch it. It's perfect for sharing drafts with a client. And private means only you and people you specifically invite can see it. Great for a final personal check.
And here's a quick but really important detail. The upload date is just the day the file landed on YouTube's computers. The publish date is when it actually goes live for everyone to see. And the best part? You don't have to publish it right away. You can schedule your video to go live at any specific date and time you want. This is an absolute game changer for planning your content. And that's it. You've actually done it. You've taken a simple video file and turned it into this perfectly packaged, fully optimized piece of content that's just sitting there on the launchpad, ready to go. You've gone through every single setting. The only thing left to do is hit publish or schedule.
So now you have the entire map. You know every step of the journey from your computer to a global audience. The technical side is no longer a mystery. So the only real question left is the creative one. What amazing story are you going to share first?